Hello everyone, I'm Charlie and this is Charlie Reviews. I believe this is episode 13, and as you may have noticed, I haven't been making a lot of videos recently, and that's because if you watched my previous videos, you know that most of my books have been late throughout the entire month. Um, uh, most of them, because I got to two shops, so I have two different pull lists, and the other shop, actually there are books that aren't in my official pool, but I pick up, whenever they go on sale. Uh, so I think for this entire month, I've had at least one full video, which I believe was the last one, which was episode 12, and there was another episode 12 which I took down because due to the delays, doing part 2 and the things that I mentioned in that video were no longer valid concerning the books that uh, didn't arrive when I was told that they would be arriving. Fortunately, I finally got all of my books. I went on to the shop on Monday. They actually told me the books were coming on Saturday, but it seems that actually they came on Monday morning or late Saturday or something like that, because they were still sorting those books out when I got to the shop. But because of the delays, I had originally planned to do a series of videos catching up on, well, all of these nice stack of books, 7 books that I haven't reviewed, but that would actually have me record at least 5 videos for for all of these books, um, plus the new stuff and the stuff that's coming in this week. So I didn't really want to make too many videos uh, reviewing books, especially late books. Um, so at the end of this part 1, and at the end of part 2, I will show the books that I've got, from this stack here, and you tell me which books you want me to review so I can do at least one video reviewing a few of these books. So anyways, um, I got all my books for this week, for last week, and today is Wednesday, so I just found out that I will be getting my books tomorrow. They arrived today at the shop, and they go on sale around 7 in the evening, which is late for me, and it's at least an hour's trip to the shop. So I'm going tomorrow early in the morning to pick up those books, uh, which is a big week this week. Uh, you know, Brian Azzarello's Clue Chang's last issue on Wonder Woman is coming out, so I'm excited for that, and I will be reading the entire 36 issues, I believe, 37 issues of the run, which includes the Villains Month and the Zero issues, so that's 37 issues from them throughout the weekend, and it'll be fun, getting the chance to read the whole story from beginning to end. So anyways, let's start with the books I got this week. So I'll start with my top book, which is Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 10, issue number 8. This is the variant cover. They usually have 2 covers, and the main cover is an actual wraparound. I actually really like this cover as well. The whole designed as a fashion magazine, so it's okay. Um, and this starts the storyline called Return to Sunnydale, which and it's also sort of like a Halloween issue as well. Um, I really enjoyed this issue. It really does a lot of callbacks to season 6 mostly, and it has 3 pages done by, excuse me, Richard Corbin. So 90 Richard Corbin. It got these 3 pages here by you know um, Richard Corbin. Um, so yeah, and it's got a really cool um, cliffhanger at the end. So apparently, Andrew took the vampire book, went to Sunnydale. Um, Buffy and Buffy, Willow, and Spike followed him there. Apparently, he's trying to do a resurrection spell. They don't know uh, who he's trying to resurrect, and it seems that it's gonna be Tara. Uh, though it certainly opens up a lot of possibilities concerning the story because he also has his friend Jonathan's DNA. So whatever he's planning is he, in his Andrew Wells, in his own misguided way, will he try to help? And whenever he tries to help, things usually don't go so well. But it's a fun issue. This was marked as a starting point. Uh, and doesn't really seem like as such if you haven't watched the show or read the past 2 seasons. It might be a little bit confusing, I think. Uh, but overall, I think it's semi-accessible for people, to pick up, and it's my fun read every month. It's a really fun read for me. Next up, uh, it's Superman number 35. Um, and basically, the story, picks up where last issue left off. Apparently, um, Ulysses killed the guy, but in truth, he was already dead. So Ulysses, Superman and Ulysses track down the real machinist, uh, who obviously tells him, he's selling weapons. So Ulysses sort of has one of his powers seems to sort of be able to read people's mind, and he kind of finds out about not just about the machines, but about people on Earth, really having a lot of weapons, and it's not the most ideal place. Superman tries to explain to him that, yeah, that's the way of the world, but it's one step at a time. It's not that easy. Well, Ulysses doesn't really uh, agree with that, so he flies around the Earth and then announces, that he's opening a gap to the fourth dimension, and brings the entire and which is sort of like the fourth dimension, and he sort of tells people, if they want to live in peace, uh, then they should join him and come to this, amazing place. Very enjoyable issue for me. Uh, and the art by John Romita, it's somewhat inconsistent at times. I mean, sometimes you get these like beautiful shots. I mean, just look at that Lois Lane. I mean, amazing. Or with a more classic sort of Romita weird, angular sort of look. But it's really the coloring by Laura Martin that stands out. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful pages. I mean, and the detail about Romita. The one thing I do like about Romita is that the detailed work um, that he does. But at times you get some really beautiful shots, and sometimes you get the much more sketchier style that he's known for. But I mean, this is the book. If you really want to try a Superman book that is continuity free, or at least isn't overwhelmed by events and such, and it's just its own thing, you should really pick up, Superman by Johnson, Romita, and Klaus Janson. So that sort of ends this part. So I will show you 3 books from the previous weeks that if you want me to review, I will do so. So the first book is Superman Wonder Woman number 12, Justice League United number 5, and Action Comics number 35. So I will be seeing you in part 2.